Hello, my name is Bruce Gagnon. I live in Bath, Maine, in the East Coast of the United States, and I work for an organization called the Global Network Against Weapons and Nuclear Power in Space. I've been an organizer, as it's called, since 1978, working in the social justice movement and the peace movement. I visited Russia and Crimea 3 times in the last years. In 2019, I organized a group of about 25 people. We went to Moscow, then to Crimea, and then to St. Petersburg for a study tour. I used to do the same kind of things years ago when I lived in the state of Florida, which of course is very near Cuba. I used to take groups of around 25 people to Cuba. I did it 3 times because I wanted them to see for themselves. Cuba, like Russia, is demonized by our government endlessly. It's been my whole life. Cuba and Russia have been demonized. And so for me, I was always inquisitive and I wanted to learn for myself. I didn't want to trust the authorities of what they said. So I organized these trips to Cuba, and we called it Pick the Forbidden Fruit. And that's the way I saw it when I decided to organize to take people to Russia, the forbidden land. Take people and let them see for themselves. Let them see the culture, learn something about the history, taste some of the food, but most importantly, learn about the spirit of the people there, what kind of people they are, and learn how we've been lied to over the years. When we went to Crimea in 2019 with our group, people were amazed at just what a beautiful place it is and full of important history that we know little about in the United States. We had 2 really exciting experiences. One was on Labor Day. We were invited to join the parade in Simferopol. It was a huge parade, and it was just a thrilling thing for our group to carry our banner in the parade and to be seen by so many people. It was just, and we were received in a very lovely way, and it was really an honor for us to be there. Following that parade, we were asked to come to a hall where we had a meeting with various leaders from Simferopol. And we had a dialogue. We took turns talking to each other, really building bridges, citizen bridges, across this great divide between our 2 nations. So it was a wonderful experience. Several of us from our group spoke about what it meant to be there, why we had come, and the things we were learning. And then leaders from Crimea spoke about how pleased they were to see us, and talked about the situation in Crimea today, or at least in 2019. We also went to the 35th Battery Museum in Sevastopol, which really was an amazing experience for all of us. And as we were preparing to leave the building, we knew that there would be media outside wanting to get our reaction. So fortunately, we had that same banner with us that we had used in the parade on May 5th. And when we came out the door, we opened the banner, holding it with tears, literally tears in our eyes. And the media took our pictures. So it was really, really an amazing experience to be in Crimea. My belief about Crimea rejoining with Russia, when we were in Sevastopol at the 35th Battery Museum, They brought in the committee that organized the referendum in 2014 to rejoin the Russian Federation. And we heard the story directly from them. I had been following this situation on the internet all the way back to late 2013. I watched the Maidan in almost real time. I watched the protests that began in the Donbass because of the declaration that Russian would not be allowed to be spoken anymore in the new Ukraine. And then I watched the Nazis come in and begin attacking people in the Donbass. And I watched as Nazis attacked busloads of people returning from the Maidan to Crimea. So I really had a very close understanding of the situation that led up to the referendum vote in Crimea. So I believe that the people of Crimea had every right to make that decision to ask to rejoin Russia. I'm also pleased to join the Friends of Crimea Club from the United States. It is really an important thing, I believe, and I hope many others will do the same. I do it for several reasons. One is, for me, it's a personal statement of solidarity with the people of Crimea, but it's also about love. After having been to Crimea for 3 times now and been to the beautiful gardens, where so many beautiful roses I saw were, that will always be in my heart. Been down to the promenade and walked along there and seen the various tourists there, walked the streets of Yalta several times and exploring all over the place. So there's a real sense of love in my heart for Yalta and for other parts of Crimea, and also respect. I think one of the problems in the United States is we're taught to, with this demonization of Russia, we're taught to lose respect for the Russian people. And so I want to make sure that I always find in my heart a sense of respect for the people there and let them make their own decisions, like in Crimea when they voted to rejoin Russia. So I believe in all those things. And I ultimately believe, most importantly, I believe in the idea of independence from fascism. I've known about fascism for a long time. It's something that we're now seeing in our own country. There was a book written years ago by a man named Bertram Gross called Friendly Fascism, where he talked about how fascism was becoming prevalent in the United States. He called it 3-piece suit fascism, Wall Street fascism, different maybe from Nazi Germany, but still fascism. And I always remember, and I often write about and speak about Mussolini's definition of fascism, which was the wedding of corporations and government. And that's what we clearly have in the United States today. We don't have democracy, we have fascism. So when Crimea says we don't want to be part of this Ukraine anymore, it's gone the wrong road, the wrong way. We want to stand with our heritage, really, in Russia. I respect that and honor that. So thank you for inviting us to join the Friends of Crimea Club. It's a great honor to be a part of it. And I wish everyone the best. Thank you.